All right, guys, gals, and morons. I'm doing this video for anybody that just wants to learn again. And Bob the Basstard. Uh, Two of these are sold already, locally. He's bought stuff from me before. Actually, he didn't. I recommended him buying some American Bass Hawk Series 12s. And he's tickled to fucking death with it. Says it's jamming, but he needs more power. And I told him, he said, "What do you recommend?" I said, "Well, with the electrical that he's got," I said, what I would do, I said, "You do what you want, but here's what I would do. I wouldn't wire the subs down to 1 ohm and try to play a 3K. His boxes, his subs are in a sealed box, so they're going to get plenty of power with these." So I told him, I said I would run 1 per sub at 2 ohm. This is a 1200 2 ohm version, and it's going to have better cone control. It's going to sound better. The amp's not going to heat up. It's not going to kill your electrical system. And when you do upgrade your electrical, it's going to be jamming. It's not as much strain on the amp. Or hey, I can do like these damn dum-dums on all these, everything that says Basshead behind their name or some dumb shit they're going to try to wire this in the dirt and get it blowed up, man. So what I do is I test the shit. And I told him already on the phone, I'm going to test these amps. They're brand new, but I'm going to test them anyway. That way I know if something happens, it's not me or the amp. It's the customer. I always do this. Like, I mean, you probably want to open it up and look at it and all that shit, but look how bright that light is. She's bright, boys. Now I'm gonna show you an example of when somebody said, "Man, who was it? Yeah, the same dude, Bob the Basstard. You could check clipper with one of these at 40 hertz, but you can't do it on music," like JJ says. Okay, all right, we'll see. Yeah, I'll promise you. And what I'm doing is I'm gonna test this clip light, which is in the middle beside the blue, right here, or up here and see if it's really clipping. Now, we'll see if it's far off. Most of the time, Terrence is on the money, but I haven't never checked the bass series. No, I've always dealt with MD lines. So here we go. And MDs are always perfect from the ones I've had. All right, let's see. And I'm gonna play Peekaboo, which is what I said is gonna be a dirty produced song. It's produced at a high level, which makes it dirty quick. So here we go.
Look, what they talking about? They ain't talking about nothing. What they talking about? They ain't talking about nothing. What they talking about? They ain't talking about nothing. What they talking about? They talking about nothing.
No clip light.
They ain't talking about nothing.
No clip light.
Alright, what they talking about? They ain't talking about nothing. What they talking about? They ain't talking about nothing. What they talking about? They ain't talking about nothing. What they.
No clip light whatsoever. But I was told, hey, you can't. These O-scopes aren't no good. These little handheld ones. Yeah, okay. Well, right here's gonna prove that wrong.
They ain't talking about nothing. Huh? They ain't talking about nothing.
That's clipping. Why is that not going off? Let me crank up on it till it gets to clipping.
Peekaboo, I just put them bookers in my chain.
I mean, till the light comes on to show you how far off this shit is. This is why I always say check the amp versus the O-scope. Yes, here we go. And use a diddle stick. This is a diddle stick, how you adjust amplifiers with. Not a screwdriver. No, that's not a screwdriver.
Peekaboo, 80 pointers like a Kobe game. Peekaboo, 7.62s I make them plain. Peekaboo, popping out, you better not smell my name. Peekaboo, put 2 foreigns on the 405. Peekaboo, catching pepper if I'm doing pasta. Peekaboo, why you acting tough on IG Live? Peekaboo, you know my little niggas off they rocker. Peekaboo.
That's the amp wide open. So what I have to do to get more input signal to make it clip worse, I'm gonna have to go up on the bass on the audio, because I got it set at 0 on the sub level. So I think this is a 2.9 output. So I'm gonna go up to like +5 on the sub level. So I'm at +5 on the sub level. Let's see if it gets clippy clip.
Prize, bitch, just that nigga chicken cheese. Let me FaceTime my op, bitch, I'm in the street. Yes, AVs, I'm putting something to sleep. He on the ground, I praise God and start stumping feet. I put 10 on his face, bitch, my shooter playing. I hit it from the back, I told her move her hands.
So obviously these nuts is right. Now this guy on that channel said, well, these nuts said you could turn it up wide open on the gain. The gain is wide open. Now it was clipping on here, but not here. No. Guys, when I set an amp up, I'm not setting it up with distortions. I'm setting it up clean. That's why we can play so much power in that car. Now, if I want to go back there and make it look scratchy and dirty at the top and make more power, sure. But it's just heating your speakers up. Yeah. The only thing that happened to us from damage is tearing paper or blowing the damn speaker slap out of the damn frame. It won't be because of burnt coils. No, that's not going to be the case. So here we go. I'm going to back this down up here to, instead of +5, I'm going to go back to let's try +1 instead of 0. Back out of that, and I'm gonna go back up to 28.
Ain't talking about nothing. Pickable.
I can see it's dirty already here. It's not showing any clipping. There's clipping. Let's see if it gets worse on this channel. I'd say yeah, on that video. Yep, see, that's bad.
What?
See it barely clipping? No, that's bad.
What they talking about? They ain't talking about nothing. What they talking about? They ain't talking about nothing. What they talking about? They ain't talking about nothing. What they talking about? They talking about nothing. Huh? They ain't talking about nothing. Alright, what they talking about? They ain't talking about nothing. What they talking about? They ain't talking about nothing. What they talking about? They ain't talking about nothing. What they talking about? They ain't talking about nothing. Huh? They ain't talking about nothing. Pickable, I just put them bookers in my chain. Pickable, 80 pointers like a Kobe game. Pickable, 7.62s I make them plain. Pickable, popping out, you better not smell my name. Pickable, put 2 foreigns on the 405. Pickable, Kashi Pepper if I'm doing pasta. Pickable, why you acting tough on IG Live? Pickable, you know my little niggas off they rocker. Pickable, surprise bitch, just that nigga chicken cheese. Pickable, let me FaceTime my op, bitch, I'm in the street. Pickable, yes, AVs, I'm putting something to sleep. Pickable, on the ground, I praise God and start stumping feet. Pickable, full.
Alright, if you set up with peekaboo with a little bit of tickle, you're going to be perfect when you play something else. Yeah. It's not clipping here, but I can see a little tickle in here. Now, when we set up in nobody, I don't want any tickling. No. I want it clean as hell. Now, this right here is pushing it. But you notice that the clip light does not match the O-scope. The O-scope is perfect. This I don't trust. No. Never trust this shit unless you verify it. Now I might could get another tear amp and it'd be perfect. It's all in how they set it up and where they capture. Are they capturing the signal preamp that you're seeing, or is it after the output stage? It should be off the output stage, not preamp. And what's happened on the ones that are the Me Love You Long Times and those slap 5Ks, they're catching their signal for the clip light preamp, and that's why it's going to distort faster and it's really not distorting on the output section. That's how it works, guys and gals and morons. Me and Todd talked about this yesterday. So you got two damn near geniuses talking about it, and that's what's doing it. So this is wide open. I had to bring that up to +1 to get it to make some balls, you know what I'm saying? So here we go. Let me play some songs through here. The old Gonzo Cambodian copper top. It's gonna push that. It should. Pretty damn hard. So let's see what it do. All right, let's do my favorite part. Play some rules. So I've already proved one Basstard wrong. Yeah, Bob the Basstard, he's wrong right off the get-go. This does work perfectly as an O-scope, and it doesn't matter if it's a $10,000 O-scope, $5,000 O-scope. This is fine. This, you cannot trust the base light the clip light unless you check it. You see it was making it go from clip straight to protect. That ain't what you want to do, especially on a full bridge amp. No. You don't want to do it on any amp. Trevor Moon showed you what happens to speakers when you clip the speakers. You're gonna blow them up. Yep. But hey, I tell this to everybody. You do it the way you want to do it. Don't cry, whine, and bitch because your equipment blows up because you don't know what the fuck you're doing. That's all I'm going to tell you again. You need to start paying attention, guys, and know what the hell's going on. I ain't trying to be your daddy or nothing, but some of you need daddies. And you morons, you really do. Yeah. So I'm not worried about anything. Everything should play fairly clean from here on. At wide open. If it gets distorted, guess what? I know I'm in hard clipping if this thing shows clipping. Hard clipping. You need to cut the bass knob back. Right now I got it all the way back down. I had it all the way up. I haven't touched any setup. Everything's still on the Pioneer and little piles. That's all it's playing. 2 piles and that one sub and this amp. And that amp for highs. Nothing else. Let's find some songs here. Play some rock and roll
At Sonic
first.
Electronics, we make car audio shopping safe and effortless with our state-of-the-art vehicle fit guide. Find what fits your ride, fast. Don't risk your investment with unreliable sellers on eBay or shady.
Hopefully those will stay up there and we can watch the meter at the same time as I ease up on that old bass knob. Alright, that's wide open on the bass knob on rock and roll. This is why when somebody does a system, I say, what are you trying to play? Now, I know how to make adjustments in the car without going overboard just from experience when I change genres of music. So if you're playing rock, you can set your amp a little bit heavy, basically have it tickling the edge of that peekaboo, get on up into where it's starting to barely clip on here, and you'll be perfect on rock. But when you start playing bass music, No, that's why I'm setting it up for bass. If somebody says I play mostly all bass music, that's what I'm gonna set it up for.
I gotta feed the streets. My pistol gon' bleed.
I'm gonna turn this down and see what it does first. Volume's the same on the head unit.
Drink surf like it's liquor. Street life will have you catching up to God quicker. Sticker, AK-40 to your lipper. Let the chopper bang on you like a blood or a cripper. Flipper, so much bread, I'm a gymnast. Made so much money off of dummies, a ventriloquist. Or a puppet, new foreign ride every year. I'm in foreign.
And you got a clip right here that you can see if you can't see this other one.
Plug show up with the pack, it's gon' disappear. Stick shift hustle, I stay in 5th gear. I'm Mr. Body Catcher, Slaughter Gang Soul Snatcher. Ain't no regular F-150, this a fucking raptor. No capper, street nigga, not a rapper. Chopper hit him and he turned into a booty clapper. Smith & Wesson, a 4L gang reppin'. We done baptized more niggas than a damn reverend. Kappa Alpha, me and my gang, we do all the steppin'. Who you checkin'? It's FN, shoot east or west end. Gang shit, that's all I'm on. Gang shit, that.
You see, that's bass knob all the way up, perfect. If you set it clean, that's what you want. You want it to go louder, you can do what you want to do, but I'm going to show you what's going to happen. We can adjust the bass up here, so let's play that song, keep playing it.
That's all I'm on, nigga. Gang shit, that's all I'm on. Gang shit, that's all I'm on, nigga. Gang shit, that's all I'm on. Gang shit, that's all I'm on, nigga. Gang shit, that's all I'm on. Gang shit, that's all I'm on, nigga. I bought a Lambo, I came from a Monte Carlo, selling elbows.
Let's go back to peekaboo. You see it was still clean. I actually went up to +3. Now we're going to do peekaboo, and it's going to be more than likely start clipping and be really ugly. Same volume.
What?
See, that's not good.
Look. What they talking about? They ain't talking about nothing. What they talking about? They ain't talking about nothing. What they talking about? They ain't talking about nothing. What they talking about? They ain't talking about nothing. Huh? They ain't talking about nothing. Alright, what they talking?
You see the distortions in there that moron said you couldn't see? I would not play those distortions. No. When we do nobody, we're setting up clean. Now, if I want to just make the damn speaker move like hell, I'm going to bump this up, like I said, at the +5 marker, and it's going to be clipping. And it'll throw the amp into almost protect every time. I'm showing you how to do this because people apparently don't understand it still. Let me crank this volume back on the bass knob. Let's play this song.
They ain't talking about nothing. What they talking about? They ain't talking about nothing. What they talking about? They ain't talking about nothing. What they talking about? They ain't talking about nothing. Huh? They ain't talking about nothing. Peekaboo, I just put them bookers in my chain. Peekaboo, 80 pointers like a Kobe game. Peekaboo, 7.62s, I make them plain. Peekaboo, popping out, you better smell my name. Peekaboo, put 2 foreigns on the 405. Peekaboo, Kashi Pepper, if I'm doing pasta. Peekaboo, why you acting tough on IG Live? Peekaboo, you know my little niggas off they rocker. Peekaboo, surprise, bitch, it's that nigga Chuck E. Cheese. Peekaboo, let me FaceTime my op, bitch, I'm in the street. Peekaboo, yeah, it's AGs, I'm putting something to sleep. Peekaboo, on the ground, I praise God and start stumping feet. Peekaboo, I put 10 on his face, bitch, my shooter clean. Peekaboo, I hit it from the back, I told her.
Now you see what I'm talking about. It's going to, if you set up like I'm showing you, it's going to be perfect on just about every damn song. So what I'm going to do is, I don't want it clipping. I'm not trying to burn subs up. So I'll go back to this +3. Well, subwoofer level +3. That should be perfect on any bass song. We back out of that, back out of that. This is all the way up. And the bass knob was all the way up. It's hard to see, but trust me, it's all the way up. Let's check it now on another song. Let's play. This is a pretty hard song too. All These Nights. I'm gonna turn it down to start with. Right here.
DJ on the beat, so it's a bang, yeah. All these niggas acting like they weak, that shit ain't stunning these niggas. Young truck sitting so low, had to crouch my back for
Wide
a
open.
sit on my porch. How you gon' back door, nigga, you love for a little bit of clout, it's a shame on niggas. How you gon' sit on my couch, try to play little prom like we ain't too dangerous. Bro got trial, he lost faith, he looked up when they changed the verdict. Robbers, goofy stains, pay me for a song, don't clear the verse. We don't go off names, I don't care who they is, we go off merch. Bitch, your merch time bad as Zaza, I need 4K for the shirt. He a pussy, I know niggas in this hood, that boy a hoe. That pussy Yuki, I be fucking this man, bitch, and he don't know. We got 4 fat drums, every time they see me, I'm on go. Trooper in my lungs, I say that every time, cause he got smoke. Fuck how you feel for real, my best friend, he got.
So it's up to the person, whatever they want to do. You want to melt your shit down after playing it all day, let that light sit there and clip and clip and clip and clip and clip, and you're eventually going to cook that sub. Yep. This right here, if that little tickle that you saw, you'll be fine. That's going to be, it will not hurt that. No, that, when I do my setup, guys, it's clean. That's why I said when I set them amps up for Miller in the car, I set them ultra clean. So whatever he played, rebasing or whatever, yeah, he found a dirty, what is it called? Dirty bass or something? Dirty Beard, whatever his name. What the fuck's that guy's name? He found one of his thumb drives down at the show. So Miller got a free thumb drive with all his music on it. We appreciate that free one. Whoever lost it at that show, I'm sorry. You probably was high or drunk. Let me pause this. We'll play a couple more songs. But this amp is fine. It's running cool. There's no fan on it. I don't even think it has no fan on them. Yeah, it does. But it's not running. No, it's not hot at all. It's actually lukewarm. I'd say it's about 88 degrees. Let me pause this. Perfectly clean and sounds amazing. That's a 750 watt RMS sub, so it could take more if it wanted, but I'm not trying to tear up somebody's equipment that's brand new. I told him I was going to test it, put it through the paces, and that's what I do on every amp. Unless you request you don't want it done, but then when you say that and it don't act right for you, then I don't want to hear it. No, I'm gonna say, well, you shit out of luck. Let's play something to make.
They're eating the dogs. The people that came in, they're eating the cats. They are 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 eating the cats. Yeah, 1,
cat, then they'll eat you too. They are eating the cats. They're eating the pets.
This is the way I set up every single system that these nuts touches. Right here. So for Bob the Basstard dumb fuck that says you got to have a certain resolution on your damn screen, he's just an idiot. And like I said, the dude that claimed to build the slaps amp, he didn't realize that when he was watching the clip light and using that SMD meter, that those things are, the clip light was too fast on those. It's the opposite of this one. This one's lazy, which would match more of like a SMD tool. Those things do not react quick enough. No, this oscope's going to be fast and catch it quickly. Guys, all it takes is to have a sub heated up just a little bit, and it goes into a clip on a good hard note. There goes your coil. You just burned it in half. Happens all the time. I see it all the time, and people just want to push more out than what their equipment's capable of. And I'll show you that I can bump this up and make that clip light come on, but that's not good on it. No, that's not good on. That's not good on the speaker, the amp, your powering, anything. It's affecting the whole car. It also affects your entire system. You can have noise backfeeding from this amp because it's coming from the same source. Absolutely. Yep, they're all grounded. This all has to do with grounding, and everything's together. Yes, noise travels back to the source. Absolutely. So if you get noise here, travels all the way back to your head unit. And then you make everything clip, including your highs and mids and everything else. Don't believe me? Do your homework. I've done this a long time. I know what I'm talking about. Let's check this. Let's move it up. I'll move it up just one. We'll try just one, see if we can get it ugly. Same volume, 28. And that's why I said you can go to 29 and like nobody would be killed. Because I set it up at 28 to be right. And 29 would be you better watch your speakers and you better get your sniffer correct. Don't go down there with COVID or have a stopped up nose. You want to smell them speakers and watch them. Yep. Did you hear that? Didn't show shit on there, did it? But you heard the speaker getting out of control from noise. This was trashy. This showed good. But did you hear it? La 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 la. It wasn't bottoming out, no. It was out of control. It lost its control. That's what you're hearing. Let's back it up. So I'll have to back this up. Go back to 3. Because that's a 20 hertz note going through there. It's 19 to 20 in that range. So I'm going to leave the volume at 28. Back down on the bass knob, which now it's at halfway. Let's keep playing it where we just were. This is wide open now.
A house cat can be.
I'll back it up to that ugly spot. Let me turn that down a little bit. Back it up to where it was ugly. Start it over. Whoop. Let's get to the whole low part, which is 19 hertz. Wide open. So, you just seen it with your own eyes. You see what clipping does. This thing is way off. So I would tell the guy that's buying the amps, I'd say, listen, it's still cold. The fan's not even running. This amp will play clean and cold. Guys, it's cold. It's going to play fine if you set it up right. If I sat there and let it tickle clipping the whole time, that fan's going to run, and that's a problem. No, you really don't want the fan on. The only reason that fan should be on is if it's hot as hell outside. Not when you're playing music in the wintertime. No. That means you got it set up wrong. I just proved to you that you can't trust the clip light on this particular amp. You can on most Terror amps, but this particular model, no. You got to set it with an O-scope, set it up with the peekaboo song, and it'll be ultra clean, and you can twist this knob all the way up every time on every song, and you're going to be fine. But you see, I only moved that one click. It goes 3 to 5, but that could be the difference in 2 extra volts, and it pushed that sub out of control. And it never bottomed out. That's out of control. Once it loses control, it's fighting itself and the air inside the box. Yep. At 2 ohms, you shouldn't lose control at all if it's clean, and it didn't. Not one time. You guys take care. Have a great day. I'll hook one more up, but I'll do it on video and let you see that, let the guy see that it was good. And I'll show you the serial number off this one. Let me unhook the RCAs. I'll flip it over. That's the screw out of that one freaking amps I had. So the serial number on this one is what is that? 1815, last numbers.